Let's decorate some spreads for hand lettering practice. Hi everyone, this is Angie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here today, I welcome you and I hope you'll stick around. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. In today's video, we're going to decorate 2 spreads in my hand lettering planner. This is a horizontal happy planner that I'm using for hand lettering practice. And since the plan with me's tend to go pretty quick on this, I thought we would double up this time and go ahead and do 2 spreads. So for the first spread, we're going to decorate for Easter. And for the second spread, we're going to decorate for World Book Day. And for both spreads, I'm going to be pulling stickers from Plannything books. So you may have these books. I have had the book one for quite a while. I just have not gotten into it. So let's go ahead and move the second week out of the way. And we'll come back to that one here in a little bit. So I recently received the Plannything Springtime book in a subscription box, and I am obsessed with the little bunny rabbit in here. How precious is this rabbit? So she does have a few boxes in here. I wanted to use this for my main catch-all spread, but the way I decorate, there just really wasn't enough stickers to go around. So I thought I would use them in my hand lettering. That way they don't go to waste. And she does, like I said, she does have, oh, look at those. She does have some boxes in here, but I might need more than this. If I do, I'm going to pull some from Kell Of A Plan Pastel Basics Volume 2. So let's go ahead and get started. I guess the first thing we're going to do is on the 20th, I'm going to go ahead and just letter the words Happy Easter. And to do that, I'm going to use this Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen. This is in the color Sky Blue. If you shop for these at Hobby Lobby or somewhere, you'll notice they have a bee. Let me see if I can get this camera to focus. But you can see that bee on the cap. And there's also a bee right here on the barrel. So anyway, the bee just indicates that these are brush pens. So anyway, I got this one on clearance. This one's marked $3.99, but I actually purchased this on a 90% clearance. So I paid 40 cents for this thing. So keep an eye on your Hobby Lobby clearances. All right, let's go ahead and write Happy Easter on the 20th, and then we'll be ready to start putting down some stickers. Okay, that went pretty good. I do feel like this paper was trying to really absorb the ink from this pen. So just a little note, if you do pick these up, beware, you may want to actually try them on some different paper instead of Happy Planner paper. All right, now I did pull 2 washi tapes. These are also from Plannything. So we may put these down. I'm not 100% decided on that yet. The first thing I want to do is get these cute little bunnies on the page. And we do also have some flower bunches and some butterflies. So I'm not sure if I'm going to pull those yet, but they are in here and they do match the color palette. Okay, these are all super adorable. So I'm warning y'all now, I don't really know where to even start with putting these down. Now I have to remind myself, this spread is supposed to be functional and the stickers are just meant to add a touch of decoration. So I do tend to have a hard time remembering that. But I've got to have this big bunny and I've got to have this Easter basket. And those are my largest decorative elements over here. So maybe I'll put the bunny on this page and maybe we'll put the Easter basket over here. So I don't know. We're just going to go for it as per usual. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants over here. Y'all should be used to that by now. And I think I'm going to rip this if I can. Sometimes I have a hard time getting it to rip. So let me pick up a little piece of this. Okay, that's a start. Okay, so let's put the bunny over here, and I can tell that that's a little crooked, but I don't think I'm going to try to pick it up. I think we're just going to leave it. I don't know where. Oh, shoot. I just tore this sticker. I was about to tell y'all how these are really in here, and I ripped the thing right in two. These feel kind of thick. I like it. So I don't know if they're printing on a new sticker paper or what. And I don't know where she got this artwork either, but it is super, super adorable. Okay, he is so precious. All right, let's put some more green down here, and let's put our Easter basket on Saturday. And maybe I can get this one down straight. Who knows? Well, that one's going over a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Okay, hopefully I don't tear up any more stickers. At least you can't tell it on that one. Oh, I think I'm going to white out Saturday the 19th. And of course, it's going to be super obvious that I did that. But I just don't have the patience to white it out with a jelly roll. Okay, that's not perfect, but it's better. And I do want to try to bring this a little over to the side. Okay, that's cute. I might have put it down a little crooked because I was looking at these eggs here. But, you know, it's okay. We're there. We're there. Okay, now before I add too much more, I think I want to put down some boxes, and then I'll probably add these little smaller pieces somewhere because I have to have those. They're super darling. Okay, where were the boxes? I always have a hard time finding everything in these books. Okay, here we go. And we do have 2 pages. Okay, since I've got a big sticker here, we're going to go with a small box. And I'm going to put it over here. Let's see. I'm going to put this box over here, I think. And I'm going to push it out into the margin to try and open up some space in here for lettering. Okay, now what other color do we want over here? Maybe a yellow, but the yellow is really big. But I don't know that I want to introduce the circles. Let's see what Heather has in her book for the yellows. Now, this book is not arranged by color. They're just kind of all in here together. Okay, it looks like this is the next size after the headers. Maybe this gold one kind of matches that Easter egg and that one. So let's put this one up here, I think, near this washi. Not sure I'm loving it, but we're going with it. Okay, I am going to scoot Heather's book over here to the side. And let's have a look. I might need to just go ahead and keep putting down my little decorative stickers. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to proceed with this. Let's do these little chicks. I want to use them all. There's too many. I don't have enough space for all of these. Like, these weren't enough for my catch-all, but they're almost too many for the purposes of this spread. Okay, and he does need a little box. I think I might pull out the boxes from here so I don't have to keep flipping, because that's going to drive me crazy if I have to keep flipping around here. And these pages are perforated. I may have an operator error getting it out of here, though. Okay, we'll start with that. And we'll come back over here. Let's do this little orange box. I feel like, now she only gave us 2 of this size. So I probably will have to get into the second sheet of stickers. I'm going to put this one over here, again, going out to the margin. we're going to set these little chicks on top. Okay, so now I've got Easter eggs over here twice. So that's good. What do we want to put here? I don't know if I want to put another, oh shoot, there's a big chick. How cute is that? I think I'm going to put rabbits on this side, maybe these guys here. So I probably need one more strip of washi for those rabbits. Did not tear that one very well. Sometimes the washi just doesn't tear. Instead, it decides to stretch. Okay, let's grab these little guys. And hopefully I don't rip these. I just did. What is with me? I didn't even get rough with it. We used to have a rabbit. He was real small. He was a mini Rex, and he was the cutest thing. And his name was Kisses. And y'all, Kisses. We also had a black lab. She has since, you know, gone to the Rainbow Bridge, but her name was Mally. And Kisses and Mally played so good together. Mally thought that Kisses was her puppy, and he just knew that Mally was his mother. And they would run around the house and play. And he was litter box trained, so that was fun. We had a leash, you know, for taking him on walks and stuff. That rabbit was hilarious. Okay, let's see what else we can get on here. I need some boxes, need some more boxes. I want to pull this pink. I know it's kind of big, but where should I put it? If I put it here, there's hardly any room for writing anything. I almost put it there, but then I remembered I don't need to write anything there. How about if I white out notes and put it here? Now, with Amber's boxes, it's really not necessary to white out anything because her boxes are nice and thick. But we're going to put this one here, and this will go with this quote. I like the way I said these spreads usually go really fast, and I am struggling. I can't figure out what I want to put down or where to place it, and now I'm thinking about those butterflies on the other pages. Okay, let's take a little box for this. And we've got the orange over here, so we'll grab this one and put it with this Easter basket. And I still need to get something up here. I mean, I still need to get quite a few things on the page. I'm just not sure what to do. Here's I think I want this little Easter basket here. And I don't want to get into the other page of stickers. Now this one, I would have to set it down here somewhere. Do I want to set it on a box? What are our box options? I've already used yellow over here. Well, I guess I've already used all the colors except the brown. Let's take this little brown one, and we'll put it down here on the bottom, and we'll set this little Easter basket on top. I'm really wanting to bring in this chick and these eggs, but I've already got these two big stickers, so I don't think I should do that. But he's cute in this little teacup. I think I'm going to pull the little one that's in the teacup since I've already got big stickers over here. And I'm pretty much out of my small boxes now on Planything unless I get into the second page, but I really don't want to do that. I want to reserve those for another time. So let's look at the Kell book. I could use a blue over here, I think. Let's see, this sticker goes with this quote. He won't have a quote. And if I do a blue sticker here, it's going to be directly across from that blue sticker. So the teacup bunny is kind of a peach color. Oh, well, I've already got that color here. And I don't know if my greens will clash. If I pull this green, is this going to be too clashy? Let me try a smaller one. Sorry if I'm out of frame. I'm going to try this light green. And we're going to put a little teacup bunny with the light green sticker. But I'm going to put the box down this way. Okay, now we need to get something here. And I'm kind of at a loss on where to put it since I've got these here. Wherever he goes, he's going to be right in line with another one. Okay, how many rabbits do I have? 2 rabbits over here and an Easter basket. And then over here, I've got an Easter basket, a rabbit, and some chicks. I might pull this little one here that's in the grass. And I may go ahead and put him over here with this yellow box, just to, you know, keep things simple. All right, now let's come back and look at some of these other decorative items, these little flowers and these butterflies, and see if we can make use of some of these things. Now, I like butterflies in person, but for some reason, I'm not that crazy over having them in my planner. But I don't know if I should try to add them or not. I think definitely I could put one over here with Happy Easter. Let's try this one. I feel like I need to grab this other small butterfly so that I have one on both pages. I was going to put him here, but he'd be on the same row as the other one. Maybe let's pause and do the washi, and then we'll think about putting this little butterfly up here if we have room. So I grabbed this one. It's pretty wide. And like I said, I've got his ears up there, so I think I'm going to tear this in half. So I don't need that much if I'm going to tear it in half. Let's take this and see if we can work with this piece. Now, since there's a pattern on here, what's going to happen is I'm probably going to have to pull a second piece. Because if I put the straight edge of the washi at the top of my page, then the pattern's going to be upside down on one page. And I don't know that I'm really going for that look. Okay, let's try to put this right up here at the top so it doesn't get into his ears. I love washi tape. I just feel like it adds so much to the spread. Of course, I can overdo it. Okay, that's cute. I think that is perfect. Okay, now maybe we can put this butterfly down. How sweet. That is so sweet. Okay, let's put, oops, not that page. Let's grab this page and put some washi up here. I think I'm going to go ahead and use it. Even though the pattern will be upside down, I don't want to waste. Because I love my Planny Thing washi, and I definitely don't want to run the risk of running out or anything. That would just be tragic. This one has a couple of little thin spots from the way I tore it. So cute. That just adds so much to the page, y'all. I felt like it looked so plain, but now I feel like it's all dressed up. Okay. I might be finished with this page. Oh, actually, I have a box and a decorative item in each area now. So this one might be finished. That's cute. I do feel like, I'm tempted to add some more. But since I've got these green washies here, I don't think I want to bring in any more of this. So I think we'll leave this one alone. I have to remember I've got to have room for my words. So let's go move on to the next page. And this one, the 23rd, is World Book Day. So let me get these out of the way and let's move to our next set of stickers, which is also planny thing. I will keep my Kell stickers out because I might need to grab them. I'm not sure. Okay, now for this one, I grabbed the Planny Thing Book Lovers. This book came out a while back, but what I want to use in here are these botanical books right here. And if you are familiar with Kell Of A Plan books, when she did her reading release last year, or was it last year? Yeah, I think it was in the fall. She has these stickers in one of her books as well. So I was just thrilled about that because I love it when I have matching stickers across, different producers. Okay, so the 23rd, like I said, is World Book Day. So I want to go ahead and letter that on the 23rd. And for this, I'm going to use the Kelly Creates pen. This is her Dream pen in the color Coral. And on the Dream pen, you get one end that is a thin brush, and you get another end that's thick. And it's not as thick as a Tombow, but it is thick. So I think I'm going to try to use this one. Y'all pray for me and hopefully we can get it all in this block. So I'm going to write World Book Day, and then we'll get our deco on the page for this spread. Okay, right away, I am wishing I would have used the other end because this pen is very soft. I can't really control this. I mean, look at these. This one is just kind of a disaster. Yeah, I'm not into this at all. I don't know where to put day. I guess I'll put it here. And the paper seems to really be absorbing the ink. The slower I go, the more the paper wants to suck up the ink. So, and because of that, it's causing a lot of drag on the pen. And two, it was just, I couldn't really control that tip. So anyway, lesson learned. Be careful if you use the Kelly Creates pens. Some of the others I don't feel like are this soft and squishy. So I guess, just like all the other pens, you can buy a bag of pens all exact same and they're all going to write different. It's just the nature of the beast. So anyway, let's go ahead and start putting down some of these books. For this one, I also pulled a new Planny Thing washi. Now I'm not so sure how it looks with this pen, but this is what I've chosen. So this is what we're going to plan to go with, unless, look here, there's another one. This might work too. Let me go ahead and open this. I just got my new subscription box from Planny Thing, and it had a bunch of these washies in there. So this one might be a little better. This might be a little clashy. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get down some books, and then we'll figure out the washi situation. But again, these are big, and I want to use the floral ones, and it looks like there are only these 2 pages. Yeah. So let's see. Now, I won't really be able to write anything here. So I wonder if this sticker will fit here. Because y'all know I can't judge sizes. That's just not my thing. That one might be a better fit, but I'm really tempted to try this one. Just because I love it so much. I think it's so pretty. Okay, yeah, that is definitely going to be too big. So I think I will, since I've got this one peeled up, I'm going to stick it over here. And I'm not going to white out the gray line like I did on the other page. I don't really feel like it's necessary. So maybe this, I wonder if this one would fit. Let's try this one. I want to put one next to World Book Day. This might fit a little better. Okay, I think that's all right. Of course, now all this looks empty, but we're going to just have to go with it. Okay, now here's another big sticker. Maybe I should go with something small for Monday. And, whoops. I wonder if I can sit this one on a box. I wonder where her boxes are in here. Okay, some of these look a little dark for these stickers. Okay, there's not, I really prefer this size, but I don't have very many of those. So let's hop over to this Kell book and see. Maybe this little peach looking one will work. I'm going to put it down on the bottom like I did on the other page, and I'm going to set these books on top of it. Okay, and we need a small box here. She doesn't have a small pink. So let's look at the little header boxes in Heather's book. And let's take, well, that's a pretty strong pink, isn't it? We'll put it up here. Okay, let's put a little something down here. Oops, I don't want to get onto that page just yet. I think I'll take these since they're standing up. And this time I'll put the box above the books this time. Okay, what did she have left for boxes? Okay, I don't want this dark brown for this particular spread. So let's see if we can find something in this blue color. I mean, these aren't going to match exactly in the Kell book because these are pastels and these here are more muted. But we can probably get fairly close. This is a pretty green on this book. Maybe I can pull this green one here from the Kell book. Okay, that'll work. All right, so let's move on to the other page now. And this time I want to take this big one. But I wonder, you know what? Oh, look at all these big ones. I'm going to have big ones on this page, y'all. I for sure want this one. I think I'm going to put it on the top. That is so pretty. And then let's take this other big one and put it on Sunday. I staggered these because they were big, but now the way I've got them staggered, my little ones are going to be either right above this or below this, and I really kind of like them to be opposite, but I guess that's not happening this time. Okay, let's grab some more of these, what you call it, header boxes from Heather's book. I'm going to try this pretty blue color. I'm sorry if y'all can't see that. I know I'm a little off screen or out of frame here. Actually, I feel like, I don't know, I kind of feel like this needs a big box, but I've already taken up so much space. Let's just put this one here. We're already hogging up all of our space. And let's take these smaller stacks for the other side of the page. First of all, though, I think I'm going to put down a box. And I feel like since on the other page I've got this size, I need to pull at least one of those. And the only ones left in the Planny Thing book are not the right colors. So let's see what we can find in the Heather Kell book. There's two greens in here and I can't tell which one I've pulled. So I'm just going to take a totally different one, which is going to be this guy here. And I'm going to put it over here. That is a pretty shade of green and it's pretty much an exact match for that. But well, no, I don't think it wants to come up. I was going to try to put the books on top of the sticker, but that's just not going to work. Okay, for my next trick, I think I'm going to go with the smaller stack. Of course, for these two, I will use the smaller stacks. And I'm going to pull this dark pink sticker. And I'm going to take this little one here. And I'm going to put the books on top of it. I'm going out to the margin with this one just because I need the space for writing. And then we'll take this other small one here and I'll grab another one of those peach color boxes like I have on the other page. And for this one, I think I'll put the box first. I'm going to white out notes and I'm going to put the box down and then we'll put the books underneath it. I better go a little higher here. Okay, so that's going to be all of my stickers. So for this one, we used Planny Thing Book Lovers and Kell Of A Plan Pastel Basics Volume 2. And now let's have a look and see what we can do with the washi to kind of dress up the page a little bit. So I had pulled this one here, which now I'm thinking that might not be great. And from what, oh, here's a green. I'm just looking at what I've got on my desk. This green might be pretty. Let me open this and see what we think about this one. And then we'll compare these two and see. Okay, we've got the green. And let's have a look at this yellow. The green is a little more of a spring green. I was thinking it might be more like this, but I don't think so. Okay, and then we've got this yellow. I don't know, y'all. What else do I have here? This is bright yellow. I don't think this is going to work because this is more of a golden color. That's pretty much all I have handy. I do have this pink. Sorry, I didn't mean to do like a, a washi opening with y'all. It just kind of worked out that way. Okay, and then here is the pink. I don't know. I really like the green, but I feel like it's just a little off. Let's get this one out of here. I don't think it's going to be this guy. I do like the green because these kind of blend. Let's just tear off part of it just so we can see. Okay, and then we got the green. Okay, so what do we think? What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments what your choice was. I think I'm going to go with the pink. Now, in here, in this hexagon one, the hexagons are the color of this darker shade. I think I'm going to go with the pink. And even though the green is not a perfect match and it might be kind of clashy, I might do something with it as well. But for starters, let me go ahead and peel off some pink and see if, I don't know if I want to put it at the top or the bottom because I've got these florals up here. I might go ahead and put it at the top and just cut around the floral. And then I might put some more down here. We're about to get this thing all jazzed up, and it might not be for the best. Sometimes you just can't tell until it's all on the page. I'm happy that Planny Thing gives you lots of washi on her rolls. Okay, I can tell that's not really even, but I'm going to leave it. I think I might tear around the word, or actually, let's see. Let's do something a little different and see what we think about it. I'm going to try to just cut out the word April. Maybe I can do like a banner type cut. I pulled this off and I meant to pull off this other thing, y'all. I just got ahead of myself. Okay, we'll go with that. Okay, that'll work. All right, now let's figure out what we're going to do over here. Okay, over here I needed to open up these flowers, but I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm not sure about this at all. Okay, so there's the pink. And now we need to figure out if we want this yellow and or green. I think I'm going to skip it because I feel like I want the green, but it's clashy. And I kind of want the gold, but at the same time, I'm not 100% on it either. And since it has a different pattern than the pink, I think we'll just leave that alone. Okay, so let's see. I don't think I have any holes to punch here, and I feel like this video is getting kind of long. So let's go ahead and call this one done. And let me get my planner out and let's put our pages back on the planner, and then we'll see what we've wound up for the next couple of weeks. Or what we've wound up with for the next couple of weeks, I should say. Okay, guys, there is a spread for Easter week. Look how this Kelly Creates pen went right through my page. That is just not attractive. So, yeah, I am not happy about that at all. But I told y'all when I was writing with that pen, it felt, I could just feel the pen sucking up the ink. Now you can see the pit did not bleed through onto this page. And these quotes are written directly behind each other. So anyway, guys, I know that was kind of a long video. I didn't really think it was going to take me that long, but I guess because I'm so indecisive, that's what slows me down. So I hope y'all can relate. Hopefully I'm not the only one, who gets into that situation. But we do have a spread now for some Easter quotes, and we've also got one for World Book Day, and I'm happy about that. So guys, thanks for joining me on my video today. I hope everyone has a super awesome Easter. If y'all have been watching my videos and you haven't yet subscribed, but you're enjoying my content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. When you do, be sure to turn on your notification bell, and YouTube will send you a little alert whenever I've posted a new video, and that way you don't miss anything. So thanks so much again, guys. Y'all have a great Easter. I hope you're practicing your hand lettering. Report back in the comments and let me know how things are going. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.